Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Preschool All-Stars podcast. I'm Bethany Johnson, and my guest today is Teniesha Nelms. How are you doing today?
Good. I'm doing great. How are you?
Doing fantastic. Can't wait to hear
Yes.
what you got going on. I love this little background. That's
Oh,
cute.
thanks.
So, give me a little backstory about where you were before you decided to start your preschool journey.
Okay, so I was running my own daycare. I ran it for 10 years.
Out of your house?
And yes, in my home.
Okay.
I ran it for 10 years in my home. And it was nice. It's nice doing daycare and getting familiar with all the kids and family and interacting with them. It's a beautiful thing. I was just getting really tired. Really tired and exhausting. You work really long hours when you do daycare, like 13, 14, sometimes 16 hours a day. And it just takes a toll on your body. So I just remember telling my husband, like, get me out of here. I don't want save me, get me out of the daycare life. So he did that, and now he does law enforcement, and he took us to Arizona. So we moved from California to Arizona. And so I still wanted to work with kids. So I stopped doing my daycare, but I absolutely love working with kids. I absolutely love teaching them. So I tried to go out to the field and work. I haven't worked in forever. So I tried to do that, and it wasn't working for me. Like, sometimes I would need someone to watch my kids. I'm like, how could you get a sitter and you did daycare forever? You know how it works. I don't want to do that.
Yeah. How old are your own kids?
They're 9 and 5.
Okay.
Yeah, 9 and 5. And yeah, so they're big enough to go to daycare and school. It was a lot, just trying to figure out all that stuff.
Yeah.
And I actually have 5 different jobs working with children. And
Wow.
I quit every single one of them.
Wow.
So I had to go back to the drawing board and like, what should I do? And I'm researching, and I come across Joy, and she's like, do online daycare, online preschool. And I was like, okay. Within that night, I brought her book, and my husband was like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just gonna read this book and see where it goes. And so I get her book, and then like 3 days, I'm just like, let me just get preschool in a box. And so I just jumped all the way in. And when I did my founding scripture and I put it out there, I'm super nervous, but it worked out. People were like, DM me like, hey, I see you're doing preschool. What are you doing now? You're not doing daycare anymore. What are you doing? So that's how we got started.
Awesome. And how many months ago was that?
2 months ago?
Oh, wow. Okay. So this is super fresh.
Yes, it's really
new. Awesome. Okay. Have you started your classes yet?
Yes, I started my classes.
And how's it going?
It's going really good. The kids and the family and the feedback I get for them, I'm always asking for feedback, like Joy does too. And she makes sure that, you get feedback from your parents, so you know exactly how it's going. And so I'm always asking for feedback, and they're really enjoying it. So I'm super excited about that.
Good. How do you ask for feedback? Do you just ask them, do you give forms out, or what do you do for that?
I just ask, like, after we're done with the class, I'm like, how do you like class? How's it going? Do you think he's improving in anything? And they always say, you're doing a fabulous job. We love it. They just absolutely love it. I just ask right after class, wait, Mom, Dad, I have a question for you. How's it going?
Perfect. And how many kids do you have?
5.
Awesome. What are your class times?
They are 11 to 11:30.
Okay. And how many days a week?
Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Okay.
Tuesdays and Thursdays for 30 minutes.
For 30 minutes. And is that like live classes?
Yes, live classes.
Okay. And do you do any pre-recorded?
I don't. I actually don't. I was going to do pre-recorded, but it wasn't working out for me personally.
Yeah.
I like to be like more personal, because I'll keep rewinding and doing my videos over and over. So I just found like just me personal with the kids. Like, if you make a mistake, you already made it.
Yeah, totally.
You just keep going.
I like live classes for that very reason as well. So what do you charge for your classes?
$67 a month.
Okay. And do you have like a niche that you market?
Faith-based. I'm a faith-based program. So I don't know if that's really drawing people to it or not, but they do come, and we do read like the Bible. I would read Bible-based books, and we get to pray at the end and things like that. So we get to introduce Jesus to our curriculum. So I think that's pretty cool.
Cool. So you got some from your founding family, and then how did you get the other kids?
Facebook. They would send me a direct message and say, hey, is it too late to enroll my child? I'm like, no, definitely not. Please enroll them. So
did you put out ads on Facebook? or was it just
Yes.
kind of organic? Okay.
I use the, well, not ads that I have to pay for, just
Okay.
like everything from Preschool in a Box. Like when you do the advertisements, I'll use the advertisements from Joy's and I'll
Okay.
put it out there like that. I haven't
And
paid for anything.
awesome. Are your students local or are they kind of scattered around the country?
They are all in California. I'm in Arizona, but that's where it originated from my daycare. So they knew already that I was like a teacher and I work with children. So that's how it happened.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And how do you like being a online preschool teacher instead
I
of a
love
daycare
it.
owner?
I absolutely love it. 30 minutes a day, you can't beat. You
Totally.
cannot beat 30 minutes a day. And preparing, it doesn't take that long to prepare for a 30-minute class. You already, if you already been teaching for a while, it doesn't take long, and the kids are happy, and they're playing with you online. You're reading books, and it's pretty easy.
Awesome. So how are you doing, like, since you started kind of in the middle of the semester, I guess, are you going to continue on, or are you doing a summer program, or how are you breaking it up throughout the year?
So no one's really asked about the summer program. I do have it in my schedule for when you should register for it, but no one's asked. But I don't know yet.
You're taking it as it comes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you just started. I mean, that's that. What was it like to get your first sign up?
Exciting. Like, I was like, oh my gosh. It was actually someone I went to school with.
Oh, nice.
And when she sent me the message and said, I would like to include my kid into the preschool, I keep saying daycare. Preschool, I was super excited because we grew up together, and she never put her kid in my daycare because she was further like out in the city. So she just never did that, but she definitely enrolled him into online. So that was like exciting.
What do you think has been your biggest struggle with starting a new business, the one that's centered online?
I think the struggle is being patient. Because I know that it takes time to grow a business, and I'm starting from scratch, like having a business for 10 years and then coming to start like a fresh one. Just like, okay, Teniesha, it takes time. More kids will come. You keep advertisement. You keep having fun with the kids. You keep enjoying what you're doing, and they will come.
And how has being a business owner previously, because you had your own daycare, do a lot of those skills like marketing and just in general, do those carry over and help you in this new venture?
Yes, definitely. They definitely carry over because you've already been doing it. Like I used to advertise on Facebook all the time, but I had to do it repetitively, like every day, like because Joy teaches that, right? So I'm trying to do exactly what Joy said. So that was a struggle too, like making sure I do exactly what she says, because she says follow step by step. So sometimes I'll say, I'm not going to do it that way. I'm going to do it this way. Then I'm like, no, just follow what Joy said. Just go back to it and then just follow how she says it. So
absolutely. Yeah. So are you marketing have you started marketing for your summer program yet?
No, I just keep marketing for I teach online, join anytime to kind of jump in there.
And
so
what are you going to cap? Oh, I'm sorry. What are you going to cap your classes at? To start another one.
To start another one, I think I'll stop at eight kids in the class would be fine for me.
Yep.
And then maybe I'll do another class, but I'm just so comfortable with the 30 minutes and then logging back off. It's really neat.
So give us a little rundown of what your schedule looks like in that 30 minutes.
Okay, so basically do a circle time. So when they get on, I'll do the good morning song with them. And when I ask everyone how are they doing, then we do our alphabet, and then we go over the whole calendar. Like what's today, the days of the week, the numbers, and the counting and the weather. And I basically kind of follow Joy's curriculum, how she tells us how to do it inside of her book. Like, because I brought the Preschool in a Box, so I use that curriculum. That's like my whole master plan right there, is just follow step by step what she said and include the weather and everything like that. And I read a book at the end, and then we're done.
Awesome. Do you send any sort of welcome packets or anything when kids sign up?
I did. I just started that. I just started to make not a welcome kit, more of just like arts and crafts and what we do inside the class, because I know that they want to be more hands-on. So I sent Play-Doh. I made like a little book for them, to interactive book that we can do together as well. And that went really well. So that was nice.
Awesome. So was that a one-time box, or are you going to send that like monthly or quarterly, or like?
I'm gonna try to do it like quarterly.
Okay.
Because it was a pretty good size crate of activities that should carry him on for a while.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So what do you think, what do you think your 5-year plan for this business would be? Where would you like to see yourself within 5 years?
Maybe opening a preschool again. Well, not again, a preschool versus a daycare, because
Locally?
the 2 hours, the 3 hours, yeah, is really ideal. Like that's what I was telling my husband. This is different. I don't have to be open like all day.
Yeah.
Just 3 hours.
Mm-hmm.
3 hours, I can do that. And I definitely don't want anything in my home. So getting a preschool and a building, like renting it from a church, just different ideas that I'm getting from the group.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So opens your mind to like different avenues and things like that.
Yeah, absolutely. What do you think has been the biggest thing you've learned since you've transitioned, since you kind of have both sides of the daycare and the preschool? What's the biggest thing you've learned along this transition for you?
The biggest thing that I learned is, I would say, to put family first, actually. So when we are thinking of our business, not to put so much pressure on yourself, and not to get like, the business comes and it grows, right? So as it's beginning to grow, is not to be like wanting so much more out of it, like accepting more kids, wanting to do this, wanting to open more centers. Like that's something that I don't want to do. I've done that before, where I accepted all the kids that I possibly can, worked every single hour that I could. So I want to be more of a balance. Yeah. So I learned I need to be balanced.
Mm-hmm. Oh, girl, yeah. I struggle with that like every day. I'm just like, I want to do all the things right now.
Yes,
make all
right now.
enormous right now. I know it's so hard to like hold back and just focus on what you got and focus on building what you got slowly but surely, and not getting ahead of yourself, because you're doing this, you know, so you can build the life you want. And the more you build the business, sometimes it takes away from the life you wanted when you started building the business.
Yes.
It's such a delicate balance.
It is.
And how do your kids, how do your kids like this transition? I'm sure they're over the moon that they have their mom back instead of you're not working 16 hours a day.
They love it. And actually they were out one time for a whole week when I had class. So I had them go in their room and join me for one of the classes. Nice. And the kids were like, oh my gosh, we got more kids in class. So it was really cool that they get to interact. And my baby's 5, so she knows like all the songs, all her alphabet. So she felt as if she was teaching. Mm-hmm. So it was nice. They love it.
Awesome. And do you use the hub?
Yes. Like, yes, I have to use that.
Yeah. How has that expanded your business? How has that helped you run things more smoothly?
Well, everything is connected into the hub. So that's where I do my website at. Oh my gosh, the website is amazing because I didn't know how much work you have to put into a website. I've never done that before, but to see it, and I'm very proud of myself for doing that. And the feedback I get from the website, people have asked me, I clicked on your website. It looks so amazing. How'd you do that? So I learned how to do a website because of Joy and because of the hub. That was really cool. And I think it helps a lot with advertising too. And there's just so many resources inside of the hub that you just keep learning and growing from the hub. So
I know I've set up my hub now and I have my website and I've done all that, but I feel like there's still so much that I'm not really comfortable with, that I don't know, that I'm not utilizing. And I saw Joy posted a thing like, we're going to have even more member benefits and like a step-by-step advanced training. And I'm like, oh man, I got to get caught up, because I'm not even caught up on all the stuff that's available now. And now we're putting out more stuff and I want to take advantage of all of it because it's all so good. Once I learn it, I'm like, I should have done this before.
I get it. Yes.
So much awesome stuff. Where did you get this background? That's so cute. The little stick figure.
We have it in the training. Like I got this off by clicking a link from Joy's training. Actually, it's on Amazon.
See,
she's like, that's what I'm talking about.
That's the kind of stuff. I don't know. There's so much stuff. I don't even know all of it. I love it. It's so cute.
Yeah. So it's on Amazon and you just scroll through and pick whichever one you want. I have 2 of them. So I switch it out sometimes.
Nice.
So yeah. It's so much, like you said, so much inside of the hub, and all the information that we have there is pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. Do you use Zoom for your classes?
I use Zoom. I
Okay.
use Zoom. And I think I just told my husband that I think I passed up a training on the Zoom because I'm just now learning like some of the lighting and stuff that you can
Mm.
control during Zoom. And I was like, oh my gosh, I just brought all these lights. And then yesterday I learned how to like correct the lighting and everything.
See, I don't know that either.
Oh,
Oh gosh. Well, that's
so
good
it's
to
just
know.
learning.
Yeah, totally. Do you have any like good programs that you use with it? Do you make any like slides with it or anything?
Yeah, I make slides with the recording. So I'll go back and look at the recordings and then try to piece them together. And I think it's called Venmo or not Venmo. It's some website that I'd use. What do I use?
Canva?
No, not Canva. Well, I do use Canva.
Yeah.
But
I'm
yeah,
just
there's
trying to get
a site.
all the different resources because I haven't done any of my online classes yet. I'm still in the marketing phase, but I'm trying to collect all the resources that I can then learn to make sure my videos are good.
Yeah, I think it's not Venmo. Sorry, it escapes me. I'm like, I can't think of it.
Yeah, but you've been able to get some different programs that you feel
Yeah, that
comfortable
help
with.
make video. Yeah, it helps me make the videos and I post it online. Everybody's like, how do you make your videos? I'm like, I'm not telling them. I'm just like
Nice.
but
That's
it's really
awesome.
cool.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, what piece of advice or encouragement would you give to any ladies who are where you were a year or two ago, just looking to maybe make a change from the daycare or any kind of their burnout in their childcare experience, but they still want to work with kids? What advice would you give them?
I would tell them to just do it. If they seen Joy's advertisement, they seen what she does, just jump into it and get started. That's why I got the preschool in a box. I'm like, if I'm going to do something, I have to do it 100%. So I might as well get this box. I might as well read her book. And because she has experience, I don't have experience teaching online. Mm-hmm. So I would definitely just jump into it and do it and don't be scared or be courageous, because that's what courageous, being scared, but doing it anyway. So I would be courageous and get ready to do it.
Absolutely. Just do it. Yeah, totally. It just jump off. It takes a leap of faith. Definitely. It's scary, but just
yes, it is scary. When I posted my founding family script, I was like so nervous to push the button. Like it was there, it was sitting, and I was like, push the button. No, push the button.
I know. I just did that too. And it was so scary. So scary. And then you do it and you're like, okay, I could breathe. And then for the next like 12 hours, you're just like
checking your post to see who liked it, and it gets tons of likes you never had, people interested in it. Everybody thinks it's amazing, so they're gonna think it's amazing. I would say just do it.
Put yourself out there. Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for talking to me and telling me about what you got going on, and I wish you all the best of luck looking for trying to expand in your next step. We can catch up next year and see what else you got going on.
All right, that sounds good. Thank you so
much. You have a great day.
You too. Bye-bye.
If you'd like to have a success story just like that one, I invite you to join our Preschool All-Stars. It's my exclusive membership community where you'll get mentorship from me with weekly Q&A lives, support and guidance and friendship from hundreds of women on the exact same journey as you, starting, running, and growing their preschools, and my exclusive access to Preschool University, every training and done-for-you file that you'll need for every milestone on your journey to help you start, run, and grow your preschool. We've all been there, and we've got the exact same steps that you need to go through, but we do it all very quickly so that you don't have to waste time or money doing the wrong things at the wrong time. We'd love for you to join our Preschool All-Stars membership. Just go to preschoolallstars.com or click the link in the description to immediately jump into Preschool All-Stars. Again, go to preschoolallstars.com and we'll see you there.